I know y'all probably can't see me, but I'm right here. And I wanted to tell y'all that y'all know I did that video and I spoke about what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was listening to the Israelite Brotherhood yesterday on live, and one of the brothers was like, they're gonna have to pay for what they did to those black people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Um, and then I got a notification from Roland Martin that he had just posted a new video, and he actually had information on a survivor from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I need to watch that video. And I was like, I'm proud of them for speaking on these topics like I did, but the Andrea Jones case is still, but I don't have an actual court case or whatever. Oh no, I was on my social media. Yeah, so I don't have an actual court case where I actually have to show up to court. I'm the one who is trying to put out the information so I can get a lawyer and file an appeal to get my son. That's what the Andrea Jones case is about. And because I was denied the medical care for my pregnancy, and I want to file a lawsuit about that. And so this is what the Andrea Jones case is about. It's not about somebody filing charges against me. It's not about somebody suing me, which they did sue me for my son because a white male was abusing us. They sued me for my baby to try to make me look like I'm an unfit mother instead of just pressing charges on this man who was abusing me and my son and interrupting our livelihood, and he's his father. So let me just tell y'all, when I was thinking about the Black Wall Street and how an article said that these white people was jealous of these black people neighborhood because they had wealth, and the white people didn't really have the wealth that these blacks had built. They came over there being jealous, and sometimes they can have the wealth and don't have the work ethic and things. And these black people had a movie theater, they had airport, I mean, they had planes, they had schools, they had everything that we could only dream of as far as a black community. Like, right now I'm over like when what people would consider somewhat hood, and we don't have that as far as stuff that we own. All the places where we shop and the places where we lived is owned by the United States government. It's not owned by blacks. It's owned by the banks. It's owned by mostly people of other ethnicities. And blacks do have businesses, but not on the level that they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Not here or in the areas where I've lived. We don't live around the rich blacks. So, um, I was thinking about that, and I was like, that's what my baby daddy was doing, because these whites came over there very jealous of these blacks neighborhood. And when this white woman said that she was raped, they went through the neighborhood and killed 300 black people because she accused a black man of something that they hadn't even proved in court. So my white baby daddy was abusing me and raping me and hitting me while pregnant, and they had the evidence, and they decided to ignore me and try to murder me. But I was like, let me just go on ahead and tell y'all, he was jealous because he didn't have what I had. And me being the black woman, I had apartment, I had my own car, I had my son, and he didn't have those things. People could try to talk about how I got the stuff that I had. That's another topic. I will go into details about how I got the things that I had, but I was an heiress, and I have had a lot of material things in life. So I don't appreciate people trying to degrade me because of the things that I owned. But I'm just, even before I inherited money, my mother had stuff, and I watched my mom take care of the little that she did have. So it's not about the quantity of things that you have, it's about the quality of the things that you have. It's about how you take care of what you have. And when I read that story and these whites came over into these black people neighborhood, tearing up their neighborhood and burning down their stuff, they had plotted when my baby daddy got out of prison. His mother, Cynthia O'Vera, his father, Joseph O'Vera, and the Conroe police was all plotting on me because I was the black person and I kept my house nice and I took care of everything. And in Cynthia's house, I went over to her house. She had a bigger house than me. She had money that, that she worked for to get her house. And she had a good job, but her house had dog boo boo and trash all over the place, and it was nasty and dirty. And then I had this little bitty 2-bedroom apartment unit for me and my son, and when I came in there I bombed the place with the raid. I cleaned out the carpets with flea powder. I cleaned out all the spiders. I put out the roach motels. I didn't have any insects, anything dirty in my home. My home was clean, squeaky clean, and people was jealous, thinking that when they come over to my house, these white people coming over to my house like, oh, this nigga got it too good. And I'm like, no, this nigga stay up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning vacuuming the floor, vacuuming crumbs that my son done spilt all over the floor throughout the day. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm still sweeping my kitchen. I'm still washing my dishes,